State of State, Holly. Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
So now it's second and long. Williams. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Williams from the gun on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And they'll lined up. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there.
In this area of the field, guys, you might as well just leave the offense out there to try to get it themselves. They're going to have a much better shot at converting it than bringing your field goal team out there. That's just not a good call.
The run inside. It's Marshall.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Throwing, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab in their space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Washington right back to the line. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Casino del Sol Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Arizona Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Brennan. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Callahan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Got a lot of room to the right. To the extra point after the first score of the game.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marsh. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The option, the keeper. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Yeah, that happened to QB. Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their second sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got...
Touchdown, Arizona. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running inside, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
First play of the period will be a second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Calls his own number. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this game.
Maybe some room here. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down for the offense.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Craig. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. There's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Defense in press coverage. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing, Underwood. With the catch, it's Buchanan. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker.
Ball carried by the runner. Gain of 14. That's a first down for the offense.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And the Wildcats are threatening on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on second and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And run inside. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Gain of 8. And that's a first down for the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Underwood throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Hauls it in. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Wildcats! They take the lead with the 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man down the middle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
14. And first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Play fake, Underwood. The throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. 4th down, Underwood. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Quarterback keeper. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Going to the running game. Maybe a crease. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Turning it on. He's running it, just have to take care of the football here. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the Michigan Stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Underwood on the play action. He's got his man.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to